when people see pictures on Facebook, they'll be like, oh, sweet couple, oh, when am I going to get married? You know, the first thing that comes to a man's mind, maybe once a man proposes or once she hears that someone is getting married, or when she thinks of getting married, the first thing that comes to most women, the first thing that comes to most women's mind are those wedding pictures, the asebi, the dancing, the good sex they're going to enjoy that night, and all of that. But the honest truth is, all of these things are just the tip of the iceberg. When I say the tip of the iceberg, there is more. There is deeper things to getting married and start living with. Amen. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about 7 things both of you must need to address before you say yes to a man, before you even get married. These things are super important because they are going to play a huge role on how your marriage will later turn out to be. So the earlier you sort it out, the better for you, sis. And not after showing us pre-wedding pictures and fine couple goals pictures on Facebook, you'll be crying inside the house, or you'll be doing something that when the public hears of it, it will not be like, really? Can a pastor do something like that? Or, oh, that sister, even though she loved the Lord, he ended up getting married to this person, you know? So let's avoid all of these now. Welcome back to my channel. Do well to hit the subscribe button if this is your first time, and like my videos. Do well to let me know your thoughts in the comment sections. I always love to hear from you. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about 7 things you must discuss in courtship, darling. So many people who end up not discussing these 7 very important things end up, the first year or the first 10 years of their marriage, higgy haga and the rest of that, and some marriages don't even last up to 5 years. So it is very important you get to an equilibrium. Know that you and this man you're about getting married to are on the same page, or you and this woman you're about getting married to are on the same page. It is very important. It is more than the sex, it is more than the cute pictures, it is more than the vacation, it is more than that. Apart from these things happen occasionally, but what about those things that happen every day that has to be a part of your life? And the person you're getting married to will later define the outcome of your life. The person, he or she, will change your life forever. So look beyond the beautiful pictures on Facebook, look beyond the sex, look beyond the marriage tag or the marriage status, and really look at really important things prior to you getting married to this person. This is what we discussed in courtship. The first thing you should discuss is your vision. See, we women are called to be helpmeets to our husbands, right? How can you be his helper, or how can you help him when you don't even know what his vision is? When you don't even know what your own vision is, you have to know as a woman. If at this point you don't know what your vision is as a woman, you don't have any purpose in a man's life. There's nothing you're going there to do. Because along the line, after getting married to him, 10 years into the marriage, 5 years into the marriage, you come to start realizing, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Well, maybe at that time, you might come to see that both of you are no longer compatible. So these are things you need to address first. So if you as a woman has not found your own vision, your own God-given purpose, you don't even know where the Lord is leading you to, then I don't think you have anything to do in marriage. I don't think you have anything to do in a relationship. You need to first of all work on building yourself as a woman first. Check out the description box below. Why I'm even burning my face is because it's serious. Check the description box below. There's a link to book a call with me. Book a call with me, sis. Let's talk about your femininity. Let's talk about your relationship. So first thing you need to do is your vision. Does your vision align with his? Is there any correlation? Is there a relationship? Are you going to the east and he's going to the south? If both of your visions are not working together, there's no need to even continue the courtship. A broken relationship is far better than a broken marriage, because if you ever get married and you want to go through divorce changes the rest of your life. God doesn't hate the divorcee, he hates divorce, but not the divorced person. So even if later you're going to move on with your life and the rest of that, anyone who meets you, even before another person meets you, you yourself know that what that divorce process we've gone through has changed your entire life, and it's something maybe you could have avoided if you took your time to really tick all these boxes prior to saying yes to this person you've never lived with, this person that spent the first 30 years of his life, doing other things with his life. Both of you grew up in totally different environments, lived in totally different environment, did totally different things, and now the Lord's about to get both together. So you need to be sure that you find your own vision first as a woman, and know if it aligns with his own vision. Very, very important. The second thing is, what are your yearly goals? Do you have goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time with this person? You have to, first of all, where do you see yourself, your own very self in 5 years' time? And let him tell you where he sees himself in 5 years' time. And both of you need to be sure that your yearly goals are being worked on, and you progressively work towards these yearly goals together as a couple. That's after you get married. That's when you become a couple. But while you're still courting, make sure that this person understands my goal. He understands my goal. I understand his, and we can work together. Now listen to me. Your goal doesn't have to be the same job. We're doing the same job. Your husband might be a farmer, you might be a banker, but you have the same goals. You have where you're planning, where you're headed to, your bedroom goals for your kids, your future, and the rest of that. Where you come together to meet on the same table. You might be the educated one, and she might be the uneducated one. Are your goals working together? Is there a way you are going to improve her own life? So you need to work on the first thing, your vision. Check your yearly goals. For you to be working on your yearly goals means you're progressive. So don't marry someone who is just stagnant, someone who is not progressive. So having a yearly goal helps you to get progressive, helps you to have a future, to plan ahead of time. The third thing you must discuss is, after you get married, are you going to start having babies immediately, or are you going to wait for 5 years? Some men in their minds, they'll be like, I don't want to have babies now. And this lady in her mind will be like, God, I can't wait to get married so I can start having babies. Oh my God, no. You see people's children, you want to carry them, you feel they're yours, and you did not discuss this. And finally, you find yourself in marriage. And the first year, there's no show, a guy is doing his thing, and you're not getting pregnant, and you're looking forward to get pregnant. The first year, it's going to bring clash. Make sure both of you are on the same table. Okay, babe, we're not doing babies the first year. Let's just get to bond. If I will advise, if I'm to chook my mouth in this matter, and to suggest, I would suggest that couples who get married early, maybe you're even in your 30s and you got married, try to see you spend the first year together without bringing babies into it. Because once babies come, it changes the rest of your life. I don't have a baby yet, but hearing from people's story, getting research from other people, from people's life story, they tell you that you should, once babies start coming in, it changes the whole course of your life. So it is very necessary. A couple told me that you take out 1 year or 2 years of your marriage and bond together with this person you're getting married, so before you start doing babies. This couple that gave me this advice, once they got married, the next month the wife got pregnant, and it changed the whole course of their life. This is my own thoughts, my suggestion, which works, which is very, very good. It's very important to bond with this person first before you start introducing babies. The fourth thing is, you have to talk about how the bills will be paid. Are you working class? If both of you are working, it is important to have this conversation. Have a joint account while you have your separate accounts. A couple which is working out for them at the moment said that both the husband and wife have only one account where they put everything together. Just each to his own. Do what works for you, but be sure that it is something you discuss. Who is earning higher? Will the person who is earning higher agree to, and you who is earning lower, or who doesn't have a job at the moment, which I don't even advise to get married without getting a job at the moment. So will both of you put your money together in the same account? Will you have your separate account and have a joint account? This is something you need to discuss prior to getting married. The fifth thing to discuss in a courtship is, talk about your past. Sis, if you've had an abortion in the past, I think it's important to tell him so you can be on the same page, because this person you had that abortion for in the past, I know it's a very sensitive topic, but please permit me. This person you had this for in the past may wake up one day like a devil and want to come and ruin your new home. Maybe the person sees your pictures on Facebook and, oh, she's not having a good life, and I'm not having a good life, I'm going to ruin it for her. Or maybe it's you, brother, you got a woman pregnant in the past and you don't want to discuss it with the lady you want to get married to. A day is going to come. That woman that had a baby for you in the past, it's going to erupt. it's going to spring up. So if you know any ugly past, you know that will have a dent in your relationship, in your future together, discuss it. Be an open book. Talk about it. Really talk about it. It is very important. Lack of discussing this, you'll be like, when we get married, I'll not tell her. You don't know when you get married and you don't tell her, it's going to break her heart. Or when you say, he's going to now give me, I'll now tell him, by then I have married him and he's not going anywhere. These things can lead to breakups and divorce. I am being very honest with you. If you know anything that this partner of yours, whom you are going to become one, needs to know, you don't have to wait until you get married to let him know that, or to let her know that. That is deceit. It is pure deceit. Discuss it while you're courting. Talk about it. If he is accepting you, he's accepting you for who you really are, not for your past. Your past belongs to your past, and you telling him about your past shows that you've really let go of the past and you're starting a new page with him. So it's very important both of you open up your mouth and really discuss this. The sixth thing to talk about is, will any of your family members be living with you, and where you are going to live. Are you going to be living in a 2-bedroom apartment where your husband will have his own bedroom, you will have your own bedroom, or you will stay together in the same bedroom? Before we got married, I was telling this guy, see, babe, when we get married, I want to have my own bedroom. Then you have your own bedroom. And I gave him reasons why I wanted to have my own bedroom. I wanted to have my space where I can be doing my yaga things in my room, my wardrobe, women now. This is just my own thought. That was what I just wanted. And he was like, no, he wants us to be in the same bedroom. And I didn't saw sense in what he was saying, because if we had separate bedrooms, which maybe we may have later, but if we had separate bedrooms, when we quarrel, I might just go into my room, lock up the door, and the devil will have all the time he needs to minister devilish things to my heart. But if we have one bedroom, we live in the same bed. We have 2 bedrooms, but we live in one bedroom now. So if we have one bedroom and we stay in that same bedroom, when we have issues, you just have no choice than to sleep in that room. And sleeping in that room, one person must bring it up. Let's trash this. But when you have separate bedrooms, maybe you start knocking your door, say, baby, please open the door. Before you think of that, devil has really grabbed the opportunity. So you need to talk about it. Is when will anybody be living with you? Some women don't like when their mother-in-laws come to their house. Honestly, some men want their siblings to come and live with them. Some women want. Some men don't want anybody to come and stay in their house. I'm one kind of person that I love my space. If you want to visit, okay, let us know time, then you can visit, and then you can go. And I'm not going to stop anybody from visiting us. No, you can come visit, but to live, like permanently live with us, may not be a good idea, except maybe we're gonna just help you get an apartment somewhere else. Okay, so it's something that if you need to really talk about. There's some women who really love their privacy. There are some women who love to be walking all around the house naked because they're living with only their husband. I am that kind of woman. Honestly, I don't mind, as long as if this house is just my husband and I'm just going to be walking around, naked, because nobody's coming into this house. It is just the both of us. But when you start living with siblings, some of the bombshells, some of the dressing, those sexy dressings, you want to dress up for him one day, waiting for him to come back from work, and someone knocks at the door only for you to open up, and he's your mother-in-law. So these are the things we need to talk about. It is very crucial you discuss them. Lastly, the 7th thing you need to talk about, I know there are other things you need to discuss. Do let me know in the comment section below other things you need to discuss before marriage. But for this video, lastly, the thing you need to discuss is your prayer life. Will you both be having your morning prayers together, like morning devotion every day together? Or will everybody you're serving the same God, you face your different altars in your room? Will you be worshiping in the same place? Your God life needs to be discussed, because it is under this your God life that the children will be birthed. And when these children come in, they come into a confused home. So it is important, if you are you've been all your years been single, you've been serving the Lord, you've had a morning routine, like every morning have your quiet time, your devotion, and this person about to get married to has is another way of praying, but both of you go to church, attend the same church, or maybe don't attend the same church, and but both of you believe in the Lord Jesus. What's our altar going to be like? Are we going to have like a separate place to stay? This is our altar. Are we going to have is our bed going to be our altar? Is anybody and everybody just going to face whatever they want? And it's something you need to really talk about prior to getting married. Somebody just knocked at my door. Hey family. Oh, hey family. It's okay. So someone came to our house and okay, so back to our saying, and this brings us to the conclusion, right? Yeah, this brings us to the end of today's video. Do let me know in the comment section below other things you think people who are about to get married need to really talk about. You need to discuss it before you get married. And if you're having difficulties in doing these things, please check the description box and you see a link to book a call with me. I am always here and open to walk you through this journey. Book a call with me and let's have a heart-to-heart, woman-to-woman, feminine conversations. I'm still Nnalue, Ifeoma the King's Bride, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Salam.